Jai Shri Ram. So now we start with Canto 38. Narrating his own experience of Sri Ram's prowess, Marich asks Ravan not to provoke Sri Ram. Once while I was ranging this earth through pride of valor, looking like a mountain and possessing the might of 1,000 elephants and the hue of a dark blue cloud, adorned with earrings of refined gold with a diadem on my head and an iron club in my hand, I roamed about in the Dandak forest eating the flesh of rishis, seers of Vedic mantra and causing terror in the hearts of men, personally approaching Dashrath, the great sage Vishwamitra, whose mind was set on righteousness and who was greatly afraid of me, spoke to the king as follows: Let this Ram protect me at the time of sacrifice, remaining vigilant at all times. A terrible calamity has arisen before me through marriage, O ruler of men. Solicited in the above words on that occasion, King Dashrath, whose mind was set on piety, replied as follows to the eminent and highly blessed sage Vishwamitra: This scion of Raghu is less than 12 years of age and has not yet practiced archery. My distinguished army will no doubt gladly go with you. Personally, reaching with my army consisting of 4 limbs, viz. Elephants, cavalry, chariots and foot soldiers, I shall make short work of your enemy, the night stalker, as desired by you, O jewel among ascetics. Reassured in these words, the aforesaid sage, for his part, replied to the king as follows: No power in this world other than Sri Ram is adequate to meet that ogre, even though you have been the protector even of gods on the fields of battle. The feat accomplished by you is known through all the 3 worlds, O protector of men. Even though there is a great army with you, let it remain here, O scorcher of your enemy. Though still a boy, Sri Ram is endowed with great energy and is capable of subduing the ogre. I shall therefore depart, taking him with me. May all be well with you, O tormentor of foes. Saying so, and taking the aforesaid prince with him, Vishwamitra returned to his own hermitage, supremely gratified. Twanging his wonderful bow, Sri Ram stood by the side of the sage, consecrated for a sacrifice in the Dandak forest as prearranged. Illumining the Dandak forest with his refulgent splendor, the glorious Ram, who was still a boy, in whom the marks of manhood in the shape of moustache, etc., had not yet appeared, dark brown of complexion, with charming eyes and a single cloth wrapped about his loin as a token of his celibacy, wielding a bow and wearing a tuft of hair on the crown of his head and adorned with a string of gold, looked at that time like the new moon risen. At that time, I, who looked like a cloud and was adorned with earrings of refined gold, full of might and puffed up with arrogance, a boon having been conferred on me by Brahma, reached the heart of the hermitage. The moment I entered the hermitage, I was espied by him. Having suddenly lifted up his weapon on seeing me, he strung his bow calmly indeed. Disregarding Ram, a scion of Raghu, through ignorance, thinking that he was a mere boy, I rushed with speed towards the well-known altar occupied by Vishwamitra. By him was discharged at that time a sharp arrow capable of destroying the enemy. Struck by it, I was cast into the sea, which was 100 yojnas, that is 800 miles long. Spared on that occasion by the hero who did not want to kill me, O dear one, and flung by the impetus of Ram's arrow at that moment, I was hurled by him into the deep waters, rendered unconscious. Regaining consciousness after a long time, I proceeded towards the city of Lanka, O dear one. In this way, I was let go at that time, while my well-known companions were slain by the child Ram of unwearied action, who had not yet practiced archery. If, therefore, you enter into hostilities with Ram, though being dissuaded by me, you will soon meet with a terrible catastrophe and shall not survive. Nay, you will also bring suffering and doom to the ogres who know the technique of sports and enjoyment and are fond of enjoying social festivities. You will see the city of Lanka thick with mansions and palaces and adorned with jewels of every description, laid waste on account of Sita, the princess of Mithila. Though not committing sins themselves, even innocent people perish because of others' sin through contact with the sinful, even like the fish living in a snake-infested lake. You will also see night stalkers other than those killed in action, fleeing without a protector in all directions, their wives having been borne away and others with their wives. You will without doubt see Lanka screened with a network of arrows and surrounded with flames, with its houses consequently reduced to ashes. Surely there is no greater sin than consorting with another's wife. There are thousands of young ladies in your gynecium, O king. Remain devoted to your wives and preserve your race as well as the ogres, as also your honor, prosperity, kingdom, and your dear life. Nay, if you wish to enjoy for long your charming wives, as also the company of your friends, do not give offense to Ram. If you forcibly take away Sita, in spite of being repeatedly dissuaded by me, your disinterested friend, you will reach the abode of death together with your kith and kin, your army being destroyed and your life being brought to an end by the arrows of Ram. Thus ends Canto 38 in the Aranyakand of the glorious Ramayan of Valmiki, the work of a rishi and the oldest epic. Jai Shri Ram.